Nature holds secrets that most people have never seen. From tropical forests to frozen deserts, the animal kingdom is full of incredible stories. Welcome to Animal Kingdom File, where every creature has a surprising curiosity to reveal. Have you ever noticed how mysterious cats are? They live with us every day, yet they still seem to hide ancient secrets. They sleep too much, see in the dark, communicate with their entire bodies, and can even predict changes in the weather. Today, you're going to discover curiosities that probably no one has ever told you about domestic cats. Get ready to understand the habits, behaviors, and abilities of these felines that conquered the world, and of course, our hearts. Cats are direct descendants of Felis libica, the African wildcat. We know they began living alongside humans more than 10,000 years ago when they noticed that stored grain attracted rodents. And humans noticed that cats were excellent hunters. That's when the first partnership between humans and felines was born, a partnership that still works perfectly today. As cute as they are, cats remain only about 15% domesticated, according to behavioral research. This means that most of their wild instincts remain intact. That habit of jumping to high places, hunting insects, or guarding the door. All of that comes from their natural heritage. If you've ever seen your cat walking calmly through the house at night, know that they're not using superpowers. In reality, their eyes are built to capture even the smallest amount of light. They have a structure called the tapetum lucidum, which reflects light inside the eyes and gives them their famous night vision. It's not that they see in total darkness, but they need 6 times less light than we do to see. Purring is one of the most fascinating mysteries of cats. They purr when they're happy, but also when they're scared, sick, or even dying. Research shows that purring works as a form of self-healing. Vibrations between 25 and 150 hertz help regenerate bone. They calm the nervous system. They reduce stress and anxiety for them and for us. Having a cat around can literally be good for your health. Cats can twist their bodies in midair to land on their feet thanks to the righting reflex, which develops when they are only a few weeks old. And more, they have 30 vertebrae, more than humans. Their joints are extremely flexible. They can jump up to 6 times their own height. Whiskers, called vibrissae, work as ultra-sensitive sensors. They detect air currents, vibrations, and even help cats measure spaces. That's why you should never cut your cat's whiskers. It would make them lose part of their spatial awareness. Have you ever seen your cat kneading? This behavior comes from their earliest days, when kittens massage their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. In adulthood, it becomes a gesture of comfort, affection, and territory marking, because their paws have scent glands. Curiously, cats almost never meow at other cats. Meowing is a form of communication created especially for humans. Over time, they learned that higher-pitched sounds capture our attention. It's literally a language designed to talk to us. If you've ever tried offering your cat a dessert and they didn't care, the reason is simple. They don't have receptors for sweet taste. This is a result of their ancestral carnivorous diet. For them, sugar has no use, and this ends up being a health advantage. Cats sleep between 12 and 16 hours a day. This doesn't mean laziness. It's an evolutionary strategy. They were programmed to save energy between hunts. Even domestic cats keep this natural cycle. Cats have some of the best hearing among domestic mammals. They can hear sounds up to 64 kHz, while we only reach 20 kHz. That's why they react to noises we don't even notice. Tiny vibrations, insects, footsteps, objects falling upstairs. Cats have around 200 million olfactory receptors, far more than humans. And they also have the famous stinky face, the funny expression they make when analyzing a smell using the Jacobson's organ on the roof of their mouth. Curiosity killed the cat is a famous saying, but curiosity is essential to feline instinct. It helps cats map environments, understand risks, and identify opportunities for food or safety. That's why they explore boxes, drawers, bags, and any unknown corner. A cat's brain is surprisingly complex. They have great memory capacity, human pattern recognition, the ability to learn routines and anticipate schedules. And yes, they recognize their names. They just ignore it when they want to. Even the laziest cats have extremely active hunting instincts. That's why they chase shadows, attack toys, ambush you from behind the sofa watch windows for hours. Their brains are programmed to hunt, no matter how spoiled they are. Cats love high places because in nature, height means safety and a wide view. They observe everything, planning routes and anticipating movements. It's their way of controlling their territory. In ancient Egypt, cats were sacred. Killing a cat, even accidentally, could lead to the death penalty. They were protected, revered, and even mummified. And to this day, we still hold a bit of that reverence. After all, who really runs the house? Cats can sense emotions, mood changes, and even subtle variations in human bodies, such as breathing and heart rate. That's why they come closer when we're sad or keep their distance when we're irritated. Cats are fascinating beings, independent, mysterious, affectionate, and full of abilities most humans can't even imagine. Every gesture, every look, and every behavior hides an evolutionary story thousands of years old. Understanding these curiosities not only brings you closer to your cat, but also reveals how extraordinary these animals truly are. And now that you know all this, it's impossible to look at a cat the same way again. Nature is full of secrets, and we're only beginning to discover them. If you enjoyed this video, leave your like and subscribe to the channel. That way, you can continue this incredible journey through the animal world. See you in the next episode.